Now, Lori's going to talk to us about the importance of back matter. Lori, authors have to choose which important information to keep in the text and which to put in the back matter. How can English teachers use examples of this choice as a lesson on writing narrative nonfiction that maintains a strong storyline?
Well, your students have now done all this great research using the techniques that Sylvia has given you, and they have all this information and they want to really put it into the book. But that's not what narrative nonfiction is. Narrative nonfiction needs to tell a story. Not all the information can go in. So some of that information goes into the back matter. I'm going to give you a few examples from my own books. In Numbers in Motion, in the text, I mentioned the mathematical idea of partial differential equations. Now, clearly, grade school students do not really need to know the specifics of what that means. So I say there are mathematical formulas used to describe things in nature like sound and motion. That's enough for the text. Students who want to learn more can go into the back matter and learn really more about the mathematical construct of partial differential equations. Or in my book, Hedy Lamar's Double Life, in the text, I say frequency hopping is like two walkie-talkies where you switch frequencies from band to band. Good enough for the text, gets the idea across. In the back matter, there's a whole section on secrets of the secret communication system that shows how it's implemented, what the physics is behind it. Two very different things. So what you can do is have students look at some nonfiction, narrative nonfiction picture books, or for older students, not picture books, and compare what's in the back matter and what's in the text. Why did the author make that choice? Does the student think that something in the text should have gone into the back matter, and vice versa? Should some of the back matter have gone into the text?
Wonderful, thank you. So Lori, how does the writing style differ between the text and the back matter? How can English teachers use this to teach voice?
That elusive concept of voice. I think the easiest way to teach voice is by example. And here, using books with back matter, you can have two types of voice from the same author. Since the text is telling a story, it's a narrative voice. Back matter is more like reporting in most cases. So students can compare text and back matter by the same author in the same book, and can compare things like paragraph and sentence length, word choice, point of view. In some of my back matter, I use second person point of view. That's unusual in a story, or what tense the author uses. All these things can be compared and used as a basis of a lesson.
And Lori, what other language lessons can come from looking at back matter?
Well, there's an easy one, is that most nonfiction has a glossary. So you're teaching kids more words. But back matter can also be used as a mentor text. For example, most author notes are like memoir. The author is saying, I'm interested in this subject because of such and such. And here's how I went about doing the research, and here's how I wrote it. So it's like a memoir. Another type of mentor text from back matter, especially in my books, is technical writing. A lot of back matter, that research that couldn't go into the text, is in the back matter where it explains in detail. And kids can use it as mentor text to find out how to write explanations, how to write reports of technical matters, not just STEM like my books, but of any subject. And then one other thing that's unusual, in one of my books, Numbers in Motion, I have back matter that talks about transliterating from the Cyrillic alphabet. This is a wonderful opportunity to show students that our Roman alphabet is not really the only one that exists, and why names are spelled this way or that way when they're transliterated from another alphabet. But the most important lesson you can get from back matter from nonfiction authors is that most of them have teacher guides that are downloadable for free on their websites. And I can just about guarantee you that 100% of these teacher guides have a section about language arts. So look for them on your favorite authors' websites.